We gather tonight in sacred remembrance. On Yom HaShoah, we pause, as Rabbi Knight shared and Rabbi Nichols shared on his behalf, to honor the victims of the Holocaust and to hold their memory together as a community. We remember the 6 million Jews murdered in the Holocaust, women and men, elders and children, scholars and laborers, artists and dreamers, entire worlds destroyed. We also remember the millions of others who perished, Roma and Sinti, people with disabilities, political prisoners, LGBTQ individuals, and so many others whom the Nazi regime deemed unworthy of life. Holocaust remembrance is not only about the past. Each year, as we return to these memories, we ask what it means to carry them forward, how memory shapes who we are, how it guides the choices we make, and how it calls us to moral responsibility in our own time. Jewish tradition teaches that a human life is like a flame, fragile, luminous, capable of bringing light into the world. Tonight, we will kindle 7 flames of remembrance. With each light, we honor lives that were lost and the human spirit that could not be extinguished. May the light we kindle tonight deepen our commitment to memory, to truth, and to the sacred value of every human life. Candle 1, the candle of destroyed communities. We begin with the vastness of loss. 6 million Jews were murdered in the Holocaust, not only individuals, but entire communities. Cities and villages once filled with Jewish life, with learning, prayer, music, and daily rhythms of home and family were erased. Centuries of culture, language, and tradition were destroyed in a single generation. Tonight, we remember not only how they died, but how they lived. We invite Amy Vittner to light the first candle. Candle 2 is the candle for all victims. Alongside the Jewish people, millions of others were persecuted and murdered by the Nazi regime, targeted simply because of who they were. Their suffering reminds us that hatred does not remain contained. When one group is dehumanized, the circle of violence expands. Tonight, we affirm the dignity of every human life and remember all those whose lives were taken. We invite Josh Lowensteiner to light the second candle. Candle 3 is the candle of Jewish resistance. In the face of unimaginable oppression, Jews resisted. They resisted with weapons in uprisings like the Warsaw Ghetto. They resisted by escaping to forests and joining partisan fighters. They resisted in quieter ways, by sharing food, preserving learning, continuing prayer, and holding on to their humanity. Resistance was not only an act of defiance, it was an assertion of dignity, a refusal to let oppression define the meaning of their lives. We invite Vivian Kaplan to light the third candle. The fourth candle is the candle of moral courage. In a time when many stood by, some chose to act. Non-Jews across Europe risked their lives to protect Jews, hiding families, forging documents, guiding people to safety. These individuals, known as the righteous among the nations, remind us that even in the darkest of times, moral choice remains possible. Their actions did not change the course of history, but they changed the course of lives. Their example calls to us across generations. What does it mean to act with courage when it matters most? We invite Chris and Martha Dozier to light the fourth candle. The fifth candle is the candle of survivors. After devastation, there were those who emerged from camps, from hiding and from exile, carrying grief, memory, and the weight of all that had been lost. They rebuilt their lives in the shadow of unimaginable trauma. They told their stories, often at great personal cost, so that the world would know and remember. Through their testimony, they transformed memory into a living legacy. We invite Fred Valfer to light the fifth candle. The sixth candle is the candle of Jewish resilience. From destruction came renewal. Jewish life was rebuilt in new communities, in new languages, in new generations. Synagogues were established, traditions renewed, and families created where none had remained. The presence of vibrant Jewish life today is not inevitable. It is the result of courage, determination, and an enduring commitment to life. Each act of Jewish living, gathering, learning, celebrating, remembering, is itself a testament to resilience. We invite Howard Olshansky to light the sixth candle. The seventh and final candle is the candle of memory. Memory is what remains when voices are silenced and communities destroyed. It is what we carry forward, not only names and histories, but responsibility. As survivors become fewer, the work of remembrance passes fully to us. To remember is not only to look back, it is to shape the future, to ensure that these lives are not reduced to numbers and that their stories continue to matter. Tonight, as this final candle is lit, we take our place in that chain of memory. We invite Liza Simon to light the seventh candle. Seven candles now burn before us. Their light cannot restore the lives that were taken, nor can it fully capture the depth of what was lost. But these flames remind us that remembrance is an act of responsibility. Each generation becomes a guardian of this history. We inherit the stories of those who suffered, those who resisted, those who survived, and those who chose courage when it mattered most. What we do with that inheritance matters. In a world where anti-Semitism has again grown more visible and where divisions too often harden into suspicion and hatred, the memory of the Holocaust asks something of us, that we remain vigilant, that we defend the dignity of every person, and that we refuse to allow indifference to take hold. The lights before us are small, yet they illuminate a path of conscience, courage, and compassion. May the memory of all who perished be a blessing, and may their memory inspire us to build a world worthy of the lives that were lost. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be a blessing.